When people keep repeating that you'll never fall in love, when everybody keeps retreating, but you can't seem to get enough. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door to your heart. Open the door. My love open the door. My love open the door. My love open the door. When everything feels all over, everybody seems unkind, I give you a four-leaf clover. Take all worry out of your mind. Let my love open the door. Let my love open the door.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a new episode. So let me just sleep here because it's nighttime. Having a nap up here in, whose room is this? Ah yes, Carp Strangler's room up here in the apartments. I hope you enjoyed the intro. I don't do those too often, just when there's a decent bit of progress on an area, I like to do one of those. And also I feel the need to remind everyone that that isn't a creative copy, because I always get a question about that. But that is what I do is make a creative world copy of this survival world and fly around in it. That's what I do on it. It's a lot more work, but just letting you know, this is still a survival world, always has been and always will be. So, as you've seen from the video, a lot of work out here in the farming area. Yeah, farming area. And as promised, the cliff has been completed and it looks super cool. Like, look at that. Wow, it is huge. It's definitely the biggest cliff. I've got one there, one right there. You can't see it. One right below the Mages College, and one right here. And so for this one, I actually did a little bit different. So I decided not to put the cobblestone, I guess, end caps on some of these. So let me know what you think of that, if you like that change or not. But let's go ahead a little bit closer up here, and then we'll go take a look up on top. But I think it looks nice. I think it breaks up kind of that dirt kind of look, I guess. There's a couple more spaces where it just doesn't look right. I don't like there to be like multiple gaps in the dirt. Like, see this, like where there's a lot of blocks like stacked on each other. I don't mind like one or two like over here, but when there becomes like 3 or 4 or 5, or in this case there's like 10 stacked on each other, it definitely needs a cliff face, because that just seems natural, because you're not going to have a giant cliff of just dirt. So the idea of this is that this area has broken off, been weathered away by the wind, and this area up here, like the top of it's just slowly like crumbling down, leaving the dirt top area kind of exposed and also falling down. So that's where you see these like little, these are supposed to be, I guess, pieces of fallen rock, if that makes any sense. If anywhere that I would put the cobblestone, it would be down here. I don't think I'll put cobblestone back up there, but I like the look of this. It definitely looks like it's pretty natural. It flows well and then goes straight into the cave here, so that was pretty seamless. And it just hooks in right here, and the rest of this is kind of a more dirt area. Like I said, this is more okay. It maybe needs terraformed a little bit to match up, but it's not like a huge cliff face of dirt where this was at the time. So we'll walk around through here. I think it's a nice addition for sure. The farming area is really, I think, coming together nicely, which is exciting because it's been a while since I've worked on it. Now in the next episode, I think I'm going to work on it further and just kind of clean up a couple of details. So let me show you what I mean up here. So if you come up here, you'll see that there's this like random box in here of leaves. This is actually where I had an iron golem farm at, and it broke a long time ago and I just left it. So I'm going to tear that out and put it to a different use. There's still villagers under there, so if that leads you into what a future project's going to be with the villagers. That's the hint toward it. And then also just cleaning up this area, making sure it's more seamless, maybe terraforming a little bit, moving the bee farm that's over there because it's very ugly, and then just a lot of other things to do over in this farming area. And then I'm hoping to really have it pretty much completed because, of course, episode 50 World Tour is coming up. And so I'd like at least one of these areas to be completed. Of course, the world is always ever going, I suppose, but I like to have some areas that look nice and completed, at least. So this area, this is one of my favorite areas up here. The top, I didn't think I would love it so much, but I really do. It's such a natural kind of flow up here. And now there's a lot more room up here, whereas before it was only maybe to here. Now I have a lot of space, so I might continue a path around here. Look at these cats. What are they doing? But I might continue a path up here and just make like a little lookout area, because this is a beautiful view of the city and will probably be my new perch. I like to sit up on, when I'm planning projects, I like to sit up here or somewhere, usually up there, and on a perch and look out over my domain like Batman. And I sit here and think, what could I add in? But this is a beautiful area to do that. Get a nice view of the farming area at least. So that may be what I use it for eventually at some point. But this is also a great area for today's lore reading. So let's get started here. All right. After weeks of searching, following distant trails and unassuming leads, the small military force dispatched by King Hankness reached what they deemed the source of this vile corruption. A medium-sized village lay littered with zombies. The soldiers kept their distance at first, opting to wait until the daytime. Seemingly, these creatures have a distaste for sunlight for some reason. This is both good and bad. The horde may not be non-stop. It seemingly hinged on daylight, but even slight cloud cover rendered the zombies a small amount of use of their bodies. Therefore, the military force waited for the next sunny day when... I love the idea that the military is just waiting for a nice sunny day, camping out. Sorry about that. So where was I here? So they waited for the next sunny day when these monsters made their way back into their cool, dark caves below. At first, the village seemed normal, other than a few ransacked buildings. Each day, a crew would be sent out into it to further investigate. This is until one day, while gathering supplies from a nearby mountaintop, a soldier spotted a crater tore into the side. From inside of it lay a dark black and purple rock, sure to be a meteor. None of the soldiers have ever seen one in person, only from long-told stories. Could this foreign rock have aided in the overwhelming plague we have witnessed? Ooh, interesting stuff. So we're getting a little further into what's going on. Meteor site. So of course there's a meteor site here with obviously it has some lore tie-ins to what we're talking about in the current lore part, but getting pretty interesting. We're really figuring out what these zombies are all about. All right, well, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you liked it by leaving a like, I suppose, and commenting. And if you really want to see some more, go ahead and subscribe. That would be awesome. So thank you all again, and I will see you in the next one.